The rocking chair. She found it in the attic. A dusty old rocking chair, tucked in the corner of her grandmother's house. A folded yellowed note sat on the seat. Do not rock more than 3 times in a row. She frowned. Why? Her grandmother had just passed. No one had mentioned a rocking chair. It was just a chair. What harm could a few rocks do? She sat down, gripped the worn wooden arms, and rocked. 1. The chair creaked beneath her. 2. Dust swirled in the dim light. 3. She exhaled. Nothing happened. She waited. Felt stupid. Seriously. She muttered. Her fingers tightened around the armrests. She shoved her feet against the ground, rocking it harder. 4, 5, 6. Dumb chair, she huffed, standing up. She turned to leave, and froze. The chair was still moving, rocking, by itself, back and forth, back and forth. Her breath hitched. She shoved it, making it rock harder. Oh, sure. Now you work. She rolled her eyes and walked downstairs. She made it halfway through the hallway before stopping cold. The walls clean, fresh paint, no family photos. The carpet new. A faint crying sound echoed from downstairs. She rushed toward it into the living room. A woman sat in a rocking chair, holding a baby, her grandmother, and in her arms, her mother. Her stomach lurched. She hadn't been born yet. The chair had moved her. 10 years per rock. She had rocked it 6 times, 60 years. Her head spun. She spun around and back upstairs. The attic door. She had to get back. She reached the top and stopped. There was no door, just a solid wall. Her grandfather hadn't built the attic yet. She had waited too long. The chair had kept rocking. And now, it was still rocking. She heard it. Faintly, from above, her breath caught in her throat. If the chair was still rocking, then time was still changing. She turned back to the living room. Her grandmother was gone, the baby gone. Her mother's empty blanket lay on the floor. A ripple of silence spread through the house. The walls faded, the ceiling peeled away. She screamed. She ran for the door, but there was no door, no house, no street, no world. Just a void. She gasped for air, but there was no air. Her hands trembled. Her fingers were disappearing. She wasn't just trapped. She was being erased. The last thing she heard, before she was nothing, was the sound of the chair. Rocking, waiting,